So we have the English opening on the board here in this chess session. So let's see how I fare against this stuff. So far so normal. Probably is gonna go g3 or maybe even e3 and d4, stuff along those lines. I could go d5 here and we enter some kind of reverse Sicilian, and I'm gonna do it. Probably the move d4 could be kind of a mistake. I'm not so sure about d4. I'm gonna go bishop b4, pin the knight, threatening knight takes bishop, knight takes knight, pawn takes knight, and taking with fork. So he's gonna prevent that. So my options here are grabbing the knight and grabbing the pawn. I don't want to grab it with the bishop though. I think bishop b4 was kind of stupid. But I can probably exchange everything. I should go pawn takes and close the position with e4 maybe, and then go castles and f4. Okay, he does that. Maybe he wants to go c4 to kick the knight. Well, when I would probably go e4, because I really want to go e5, prevent bishop from coming to d3, also f5 to support this pawn, and just getting some space here for my pieces. Space in chess does two things, in my opinion. First of all, it keeps the opponent's pieces restricted, and second of all, you have more stuff to do. Okay, bishop here. I don't really care about that, because even if he takes the knight, I can just recapture with the queen, and I really want to go f4 anyway. So knight here, maybe he's gonna go knight g3 to attack this pawn. I have to do something quick. I want to attack this bishop and go f4. Okay, he goes bishop b3. I want to kick this bishop out of that diagonal, so I'm starting with a5, trying to go a4. Okay, he prevents that by going a4 himself. So let's see, queen to d3. Okay, now c4 is something. I missed that kind of. Okay, he doesn't do it anyway. But my idea was bishop there. I really want to get rid of that one to be able to play f4. My knight is coming to f3 then, maybe to g4 and hitting h2. Yeah, the problem is c4, c5 and d5, and I'm down on 1 minute 42. Anyway, he doesn't do it, so now I can go f4. I guess his plan is to put his knight there. No, he is just attacking this one. I have control over this square. Takes, bishop takes is a threat, so I might as well defend my pawn. Yeah, if he takes, I'm just grabbing back, and then my knight is coming in. And if he takes the rook, I'm taking with the queen, because I don't want my king on f8. He is playing pretty well, I have to say. So knight here, adding some more pressure to that pawn. So I should probably grab it. It's not bad grabbing that one, because if he doesn't want to lose stuff, he has to grab that way. Okay, he takes that, but I can go here, threatening mate, but then he has knight there, check, winning the queen, so that's not what the doctor ordered. So how am I doing this now? Probably just giving him the exchange, take on g7, do stuff like that. Yes, take this, attacking the rook. Now I have a pawn there. He can go e4 at some point. I don't really mind that, though. I need to get my pieces into the game somehow. He's probably gonna go rook f4 or rook f2. I would probably go rook f4. He goes rook f2. Okay, now it's time to bring my pieces in. Knight c3 to that square. Yeah, most probably. Knight here to the... I gave him the exchange and he's gonna go e4. Takes the g-pawn. It's not bad. Well, actually it is. My position is kind of bad. Bishop here, but I'm still gonna fight for something. Here's the center and the exchange, and I have not really something to show for. Okay, I'm gonna go rook here. The time is also a factor, and I'm down on time in that one. So let's see how I can do stuff. Queen g4, bishop h3. Those moves are pretty annoying. This is not that annoying. I have that. Well, he just takes this now. I'm probably sure I should give him the other exchange as well, but knight f3 is also kind of nice, hitting the queen. He's down on 1 minute, still 25 seconds more than I have. So queen there, rook there, covering this square so he can sacrifice. There, take with the queen, I go there, he checks me, I go back, he takes the knight, I'm dead. I can't go there, so bishop takes g6 is resigns. And with 33 seconds, I'm not gonna play this. Oh, he's doing that. Can I somehow... Okay, I have that now. Knight takes pawn. If he takes with the bishop, I take the rook with mate. And if he's not taking it... Yeah, bishop g6 now is not that impressive. I think I'm now back into the game. Yeah, okay, let's just go there, threatening the bishop. So if he takes my knight, I take... okay, he now grabs this. That's something he can do. Okay, taking the rook. I think he misplaced this somehow, and with 10 seconds left, I'm not sure if I'm losing anymore, because I'm also threatening mate, and if he is exchanging everything, I'll get the bishop. Yeah, that's dead. That's dead for him. Because rook f1 is made. I got really lucky in that one, I have to say. But first game, first victory. It was really a bad game from me. From start to finish. I have to play something else against the English. I hope for something like this. So now I'm gonna go for the Dutch. Knight f6. I hope for knight c3 so I can play with that system. I kind of like this. So also covering against e4 again. Yeah, bishop g5 with knight c3. I don't fear this setup because I can get h3 without knight g5 hitting the pawn. Okay, giving up the bishop for the knight in that case is not so bad. b6, yes, also preventing c5, bishop here. That's the usual kind of setup you want to get in here. Okay, now h6. If he takes the knight, I'm just grabbing back. And if he goes knight e4, then I have e6 because my knight is covering that. So knight here. Now knight g5, but this is met with g5. I want to go e4, but I have to develop first. So e5, but first queen e7. That's basically the normal setup for black. Okay, he goes queen here. Add some pressure to that, but I can still go e5 because it hits the bishop. And I think my position is kind of very good now. Also, this exchange is not that great for him. Okay, now this pawn is hanging. I can go knight e4 with knight c4 to follow. I don't want to commit those pawns that early. Also, I'm going after the bishop. Knight c5 is coming and he cannot kick this knight from c5 ever. Yeah, knight c5, just continue with a normal kind of stuff. Bring the rooks into the center. I also have some ideas like that. And now he takes this, but that's still bad. I'm grabbing this, and even if he goes there, I go probably... Yeah, I take the bishop with check. First of all, I'm losing the exchange here, but the problem for him is I don't lose the exchange, I also get the knight. Because I'm threatening mate. Yeah, this whole stuff from him wasn't good, taking on e5. I think I have a very accurate game in that one. But it's the Dutch. I was playing a lot of those things against the computer. Bullet games. I also had a chess.com friend kind of here where I trained in the Dutch. So I would say it's my weapon against d4. Okay, he gives the check, but it's kind of for nothing. I just take the knight. Now he gives me the queen. He is just not really doing something, and now he resigns. Yeah, he could have resigned earlier. He shouldn't have taken an e5. Afterwards, his position kind of fell apart. So let's say, I guess my accuracy was around 95 or 94 something. Report 98.6. That's extreme. I only played one mistake right around here. Where was it? Knight e5, rook e8, knight c5. Knight takes pawn was a mistake. He should have gone bishop takes pawn. Yeah, knight takes, and this stuff, he's dead. Yeah, okay, I kind of missed that. I should have gone, in hindsight, I should have gone rook there, or just go for g5. What was the move here actually? Ah, taking the bishop, yes, and then go knight c5. Okay, but I kind of, 98% is kind of good. Yes, he played pretty bad. So let's just go for a king's gambit once in a while. Knight f6 is one of those moves I really don't like against the king's gambit. Takes and e5 is something. Bishop b3, he doesn't really want to take everything because I'm taking away from the center and go queen d5, threaten the knight and also mate if he exchanges. And now I can go there, which is now pretty well. Defends my e-pawn, also covers the f-pawn. What the fuck? Yeah, he's... I cannot even take with the pawn. So I'm just grabbing this. He has queen h5, but I have g3, that's nothing. Doesn't even get a pawn for this. Yeah, now queen h5 is something for him, but I just take this and I can go g3, bishop g3, stuff like that. Probably not bishop g3. Well, even that is kind of playable, but I don't really want that because he could take the e-pawn because of the pin. In that case, he can just do nothing. Now I will go queen d5 and probably castle queenside. Queen here, I'm gonna go e4. If he goes knight takes e4, I'm gonna go queen d5. No, I don't. I'm gonna go queen there and knight f3. Yes, now I'm threatening the queen. He has to go d6 or bishop d6, something like that. I'm still up a whole piece. He can also castle. No, he can't, because I take the knight with the bishop then. So he is pretty dead. d6, okay, he takes the bishop. He also gives me the bishop pair. This game is in the bag as well. Yes. I don't care. I have two pieces and he has 2 pawns for this. Yes, 2 pawns for 2 pieces. That's just insane. Okay, he hits the rook and kind of hits the bishop, but I have queen g4, threatening mate, and I have knight f3. So I don't really care about this. Although I don't think queen g5 is such a great move. I'm just gonna go there. He gets 1 piece back maybe with d6. Yeah, not with... yeah, also with that. Bishop takes would be nice. Yeah, bishop takes is now some kind of threat. That's definitely not working for him. Knight f5. Or just bishop takes immediately. I can also go there, actually, to get the queens off the board. That might be the simplest way of doing things. I mean, knight g5 was also winning. Bishop f7 probably as well. So if he goes rook takes bishop, I'm taking the rook, still covering this, and if he takes my queen, I take his queen. And if he does that, yes, it's a check, so I had to do something against it. If he takes my queen, I take his queen. If he takes the bishop, I take the rook with mate. So now he can take the bishop, but he loses the rook, and I'm just up a bishop and a knight. Yeah, knight g5 now. If he takes the knight, I take his bishop. If he takes the bishop, I take his bishop. He's up. I'm up a knight and a rook for just 2 pawns. So that's the one of the most simplest wins ever. Yeah, now he resigned. Okay, 3 out of 3. Let's again go for the Dutch. Oh, the Staunton Gambit. How should I play here? Not quite sure. Should I go for d6 in that one? But then he has e5. But then I can take and take the queen on knight c6. I don't want to take that because of knight here, bishop g5, stuff like this, and I have loads of problems most of the time. This is one of the best weapons against the Dutch. Okay, taking this is clearly bad. He doesn't even have queen g5 now. Wow, that's a great position for me. Bishop out. Okay, let's just develop normally. I want to go e5 still, so I have to go knight there. I will go with the isolated e-pawn. So now he's kind of eyeing that pawn, but the knight is in the way, so probably bishop c5. I'll go bishop here because at some point I could try and do something on that square, bring the queen over there, castle queenshead. Also, then the rook is eyeing the queen. He's probably going queenshead or plays bishop e3 or bishop g5, something like that. Anyway, I'll do the same stuff as usual. Knight g5, knight b5 to go after the bishop is something. But if he takes a take like that, if he goes knight b5, I'm castling kingside. If he doesn't, I don't really care about that move though, so I'm just gonna castle. This is very well. Bishop takes knight, knight takes knight, queen d5. Okay, knight takes pawn is now a threat, but I can take the queen, defend my queen, and I'm again up a whole piece. In that case, I'm not up a piece, but up a queen. And he has not much to show for. Attacking the knight. So this is gonna be 4 out of 4. Rook takes, queen here, e5. All those squares are kind of covered. This is kind of covered. I'm gonna go here. This is covered. It's not actually. He can take it with the knight. Yeah, just grab it. I mean, why not? Knight here trying to come in. Also knight g5 is something. Yeah, knight g5 threatening checkmate, and also that's not a threat, but first of all I can go with that. I don't have to do something quickly. And then just remove the knight. Yes, just remove the knight. Knight here is enough. If he goes bishop here, I cannot go knight. I can because it's check. Huh. Knight here. Everything is covered. Takes. 4 out of 4. I was lucky in the first one, I have to admit, but the others were kind of simple. So bishop, is he resigning? What did he do? Bishop there. Okay. Queen here, check. If he goes queen there. Ah, fuck you. But I get the rook. I missed this stuff, but now I have this endgame where I'm up to 2 straight pawns again. It's kind of for nothing what he's doing. I can win this easily. Knight here, he has to go there if he wants to keep the pawn. But I'm taking that one. Going here, taking that one. If he goes there, I don't really care. I'm covering everything. It should be quite simple. Bishop here, covering the pawn. So what is he doing? Bishop there. Yeah, and now just promote. Doesn't matter where he goes, this is checkmate. So 4 out of 4. Let's see, maybe I get 5 out of 5. The Dutch again. C4, knight c3 we had in the previous game. Again this gambit. I'm not sure if d5, this is called the Bollock defense. Maybe. I'm not sure. d6. b6, I'm not sure how to play this. Bishop here, and now I can go for e5 again. So I'm betting he's gonna go knight f3. But then I'm finally grabbing the pawn. Still, I don't know those systems with bishop g4. Yeah, I'm gonna go bishop g4, pinning the knight, renewing e5. Also knight here might be something. I could have also gone c6. Okay, knight here, he wants to come in over there, but my bishop is also covering that, so I'm gonna go e5 here. If he takes... I'm taking the knight. I'm not sure. Actually, I'm really not sure. I'm already pretty disgusted about that move. How should I go about it? I mean, if takes... I'm just gonna pin it and win it. e3 is nothing. I would just go h6. He should probably go bishop c4. I mean, bishop there is nothing. So now I grab it with an attack on the bishop, and I'm twice on that one. So he has to move backwards, and then knight c3, rook d8. Knight f6, castles kingside. This is my plan also. So if knight takes, I'm taking the bishop. So he goes bishop here. Probably knight takes was playable for him. I'm not sure. Rook coming in, hitting the queen. Knight f6 coming up, and castles queenside, and I'm kind of out of the woods. Bishop back at some point, rook there. Knight here attacking the knight. If he takes, I'm probably grabbing with the queen. Knight e4, bishop takes. Okay, I could have taken a free knight. Still, I shouldn't play that quickly. h6 is something. I would still grab the knight. He should grab my knight. Anyway, now I'm grabbing it. I mean, if he offers it twice, then I'll take it. Queen here, bishop takes. Bishop takes and knight here is what I want to do. Knight e5, I'm taking this. Playable. This is gonna be 5 out of 5. Knight takes e4. Does he have a threat? No, so I'm taking the bishop. He can take that. I'm just grabbing back. Cannot even go there because of rook takes pawn. That's nonsense. He's also opening up the h-file now for me. Rook here coming. Rook takes pawn. Queen. Not sure what his move is here actually. Rook there, bishop there. Rook takes pawn immediately. Not so sure, so I'm gonna go to the h-file. If he gives a check, it's just a check and I can use that square then. So it's basically resigns for him. I mean, I have 3 pieces for a pawn. Rook takes, queen here, and mate on g2. 5 out of 5. Very bad game from my opponent, but okay, what to expect on that level. Okay, this game, and it's gonna be the last one. I hope he's gonna go knight g5, but he isn't. Bishop there, bishop to the g5 square. Knight takes e4, bishop takes bishop. Pawn takes bishop and queen b4. So, I mean, it's a crazy kind of tactic. I'm not sure if it's working. If he takes the knight... But the point is queen b4 check, winning the bishop. What's that? 2 knights, anyway. Winning the bishop. So after this sequence, I'm just up a piece. I think bishop g5 is kind of unplayable because of that. Also, he cannot castle now. Okay, let's just do it normal. Queen here, b5, b4, instantly hitting him. b4, knight here most probably. Knight d5 goes after that. Knight here is nothing. Knight here. He's just going after that, and if I move the knight, I'm losing the e-pawn. And I don't really have a way of defending this. I can grab that. He grabs this, I go there. He brings the rook to the open file. And I can go there, exchange queens. And I'm still up a pawn, so I'm gonna do it. I can also go queen f5. So I'm expecting knight takes c7. Everything else is kind of pointless. Rook b8. Queen f5. My knight is still covering that. I will go queen f5. Queen here. He isn't threatening anything. They can go queen there. Might be the safest move now. Still want to go there, push the pawn. Still want to push the pawn. Go after this one. Knight here is nothing. My knight is covering it, so I'm pushing. Trying to open up lines. If he takes, I'm taking with the rook because the pawn is pinned. And I want to go something like that. His knights are looking pretty menacing, but not sure if they are doing that much. I don't have to move the rook, at least not currently. But how am I developing my pieces? Bishop there, bishop there, rook there, might be something. He doesn't have any knight jumps, so now this is a threat. So bishop, rook here, knight there, rook there, and in all the other cases I'm gonna go there. Knight here. Knight here is something. Knight here is something. Hitting the rook and the bishop. Yeah, okay, let's play it safe. Defend the bishop. He can go back. He can take the bishop. He can take the bishop and the pawn. Okay, he goes there instead. What about bishop here? Just hitting the rook. It doesn't make any sense though. Bishop here. 30 seconds left. He's gonna grab this. And I will go there to the b file. He can't grab that because my knight is covering it. Best move is getting the pawn back. Finally. So queen here, he really does the trick. Okay, bishop here, covering the pawn. If he takes, I'm taking like that. This is covered. Yeah, let's take like that. And finally go rook there. Blundering a knight. Blundering a whole knight is again pretty terrible. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. But he has also only 15 seconds left on the clock. It comes with checks, so it's not a problem. Rook here. Queen there. He's threatening this all the time. Rook here anyway. Rook takes pawn. F5, hitting the knight. Finally, with 5 seconds on the clock, I managed to win it. I think that was 6 out of 6 now. I also got lucky a bit in that one, but I'm really proud of the first tactic. I'm just gonna see if this is something. Bishop g5, knight takes pawn, bishop takes pawn takes pawn takes, queen b4 check, knight there. Okay, it's not working. Bishop g5 is a move because of knight d2, covering the bishop. Okay, I see. Just look at the statistics. They went up and down, and I had a pretty bad accuracy in that one, as well as he had. Yeah, knight d2 is something. He should go knight d2, queen takes, and rook b1, maybe stuff like that, and I'm completely busted. Yes, but it splits, it's low level, low rated, so that's why everything goes in the opening. Thanks for watching, see you next time, ciao.